Hey everyone, today I'm covering Anbernic's latest, the RG405M. The 405M has a Unisoc T618 CPU, which we've seen a few times on the channel, first on PalKiddy's X18S, and does that feel like a lifetime ago now? And most recently, and probably notably, on Anbernic's RG405 and the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus and Flip handhelds. That's all to say that we know it will comfortably play everything from the Saturn, Dreamcast and PSP, and obviously everything below that without any real issue, while even be able to play some, but far from all, Gamecube and PS2 as long as you're prepared to tinker. The RG405M has a 4-inch IPS touchscreen at a 4:3 ratio and 640x480 resolution, which makes it look great for retro gaming, although 16:9 content like the PSP games will give you some letterboxing top and bottom. The 405M has full wireless capabilities, it's Android powered, 4GB of RAM and a 4500 mAh battery, which does provide a good few hours of battery life. And of course, the M in the name is because of the awesome metal shell that the 405M is housed in. Some people are put off by the metal shells due to their capacity to take on heat and the fact that they will be heavier, but for me, I absolutely love them for their more premium feel. Looks-wise, I think the RG405M looks absolutely great. I've thrown on the screen protector, which gives it a neat little raised finish on these metal shell handhelds, but overall, I just really like the 405M's design. It's very much got the sleek and premium look that Anbernic are known for. This is the grey metal colour variation, which I mainly went for due to the slightly unusual colour pop face buttons, but the black variation is super smart and has a more low profile finish if you're looking for a travel companion handheld. The controls are also classic Anbernic, and by that I mean they have a great responsive and slightly stiff D-pad, which is able to handle multi-directional input very well while avoiding external presses, and very responsive, well-sized face buttons that are a joy to use. The RG405M have all joysticks that I must admit I'm getting quite used to now, but I've also noticed that they occasionally have a light, almost grinding noise when doing sharp movements. The control's not impacted in the slightest, but I do find all joysticks slightly noisier than a standard on the whole. We've also got Anbernic's inline shoulder buttons that keep the candy bar shell design from getting too thick. I'm not personally against them, especially for retro gaming, but I personally wouldn't pick a handheld with inline shoulder buttons if I was primarily playing Gamecube or PlayStation 2 games. So I think there'll be a point in the future where they just become less usable. The auxiliary controls, like the power and volume, are slightly indented into the shell, like the joysticks are, which I really love as it really helps against accidental presses and keeping things look as neat as possible. Anbernic's Android build is only getting better and better too, with the RG405M certainly being my most easiest Anbernic Android experience yet. When you first turn the 405M on, you're greeted with the setup screen you just saw, where you simply have to choose your language, hit go, and a couple of minutes later it will optimise and set up the Android experience for you. The Anbernic Android front end is still there and has also improved, which makes it quite handy for those that are either new to Android or retro gaming handhelds in general. The 405M also comes with the Play Store built in, so it's easy, though slightly time consuming, to go and fully customise the setup to exactly what you like it to be. So I'll cut to some gameplay footage now and summarise back up at the end.
one, fight! Round two, fight! You win. Round one, fight!
So it's really easy to see the appeal of Anbernic's RG405M. It's pretty much perfect for playing retro games on, thanks to its 4:3 screen ratio, which makes the likes of the Dreamcast catalogue feel just at home on it. It's super portable and lasts a good while on battery power, so it makes for a fantastic travel companion for retro gaming. It's certainly not suited for streaming and more modern gaming experiences, but as a retro gaming handheld, it's certainly up there with Anbernic's best. That's it for now though. Thanks so much for watching.